Hey guys, in this video we are going to see the Act 6.4.1. So we are very close to the throne breaker. So let's talk about this chapter first, and the boss is Iceman. So let's talk about the path first. So I'm going to take the regeneration assault path. That means whenever the defender triggers the regeneration ability, he will be unblockable, but you don't need to worry about that a lot, just because you can use champions with neutralize, stagger or nullification, or you can use the champions with ability accuracy reduction like archangel, but he needs to be awakened. Basically, if you are a very skilled player, then you don't need specific counters for that. You can work with that unblockable. Then you need a good poison immune champion against a man thing. So let's talk about this fight now. So I am using 10% health attack boost, and I'm using spot against Hulk. Initially I was in an experiment match, I was using Hercules. Hercules was pretty useful for this path, and for this fight as well, but the problem was he was losing a lot of health just because of uh, gladiator Hulk's that unstoppable ability gets me hit sometimes when I try to intercept, but spot finishes the fight very easily. And now moving on to the next fight. So this is the very tricky fight if you don't have a very powerful neutralize, nullify or stagger champion. So basically any good mystic champion can work here, like Tigra, Rintra, Weaken, then Hood, or Awaken 5-star Scarlet Witch, classic Scarlet Witch, and Doctor Doom also works here, but sometimes he faces problems just because of Angela's awaken ability. Sometimes his nullification do not work on all her buffs. So if you are using Doctor Doom, you need to be very high skilled, and you need to be very aggressive. You can't lose that shock and stagger debuff. You need to consistently have at least shock or stagger debuff to like nullify her buffs. So otherwise she will trigger the regeneration. Although her special attacks are not that difficult to dex, but sometimes she get very like her AI gets little bit quirky, and you can't like properly intercept. Sometimes she intercept you with medium, instead of medium she intercept with light attack, and sometimes that can mess the fight. So moving on to the man thing fight. So this is pretty straightforward fight. You just need to have a good poison immune champion who can do a lot of damage. Here I am using Scorpion. You can use Red Hulk, Immortal Abomination, or who's that big suit boy, like I forgot his name all the time, Joe Fixit. You can use Joe Fixit as well. So any poison immune champion, like any Hyperion, Hyperion can work here as well, as long as just because there is no mystic dispersion in the act content. So other than that, you don't need to be worry about any other thing. And you can see that I'm doing pretty well, but at some point I'm gonna hit it, just because man thing was not cooperating with his specials and his dash attacks, and I do get hit sometimes, but Scorpion manages to clear the fight very easily. And here you can see that he is doing very well with his SP2. I am stealing his regeneration, but sometimes you can see that he throw the heavy attack and instantly dash in, and I wasn't ready for that. So I'm trying here to push him to the over 1 bar, so that I can bait that special and finish him with my SP1, so that I can do a lot of sting damage to the man thing, and he is down pretty easily. It was a little bit longer fight, than previous two fights, but that was a little bit still it was easy with Scorpion. So now I am trying to ramp up my Hercules, just because in case my Warlock dies in the uh, match with against Iceman, I can use Hercules. With his immortality, he can survive the fight pretty easily. So you can take it as a little bit little what they said, tutorial for how to use Hercules in different situations. You can follow my channel, like you can subscribe my channel, so you can get to see some Hercules gameplay. I'm not that very good, but I'm trying my best to showcase Hercules. And I don't regularly use him a lot because I think it's like a cheating. So I said that in my previous video as well. I feel like it's a little bit of cheating, and not all the peoples have 6-star rank 3 awaken Hercules. Some peoples do have, but not all the players. So most of the time I avoid using him, but in for this path I had to use him just because there was no other good option to fit in the team, just because I had to bring in other champions for specific fights. And I think I brought in Nick Fury. I don't remember exactly the team because I got the middle part, some like the non-useful extra time consuming, like going through the map, going through the lanes, and so I cut that all out, so to make the fight a little bit video a little bit shorter, so you can enjoy the fights without having interruption or having a little bit of downtime. So you can continuously have gameplay. And here you can see that Sentinel is a very old champion, so he's a dash, and he is a Excel champion. So at the time when he was released, that MCOC was not that improved, so his animations are like he's Excel champion, but its medium is not, his mediums do not have a long range. That means that's causing me problem while throwing my special attacks or intercepting. But then I try to handle the batch a little bit like old school type by like blocking or parrying. And I stopped intercepting him, and I tried here, but it did not work. He threw his SP1, but now I'm trying to do it. Here you can see that he threw that medium attack, and he didn't even move from his place. And that messes me. I thought he is dashing towards me, and he was on his space, like he was standing at his own, like you get my point. Like I am very bad at explaining that, but the fight is over, and it was little bit annoying for me, little bit. So okay, so let's talk about the Namor fight. So all you have to do is try to push into the SP2, just because whenever he throws special attack, he regenerates passively, so he might go unblockable if he gets regeneration buff, but he is not going unblockable, but his special attacks are passively unblockable. It's not showing there, but they are passively unblockable, as mentioned on the node. So whenever they are regenerating, their special attacks are passively unblockable. So try to push him to the SP2. You never know what Kabam will change in their game, in their game, and they will mess your plans. So make sure to push to the SP2. Okay, so this fight you can do with any Mystic champion. You need a strong neutralize, strong stagger debuff or nullification, because she can be a deadly. If she hits you with 5 combo, you are dead. But I was quite confident with Hercules, so I tried to use Hercules, and I don't have any other champion as well. So I had Hood, but I avoid that, just because I wanted to ramp up my Hercules completely, so that I can have all the missions completed, means feats. as many as possible. So, and I wanted to finish this fight very quickly to make the video shorter, so I use my Hercules. So let's move on to the final fight with the boss fight, uh, Iceman. And there is only one node you should care about, which is Matador. That means whenever the defender activates his special attack, you will get 1 bar of power. That is the only way you will get a bar of power. Otherwise, you will not get a power. So make sure that you are not misjudging the node, and everything else is not that important, just because there is heal block, and you don't need to worry about. The reason behind that is Iceman special attacks or any attacks are sucks, and they are like hits like a noodle. So okay, there is a alert as well that they are going to buff Iceman damage. So make sure that if you can complete this chapter before his buff, then do it quickly, just because the Kebab might increase his damage output, and that can mess your Act 6.4 run. And okay, so I here managed to dex his SP1. I don't know how I did that but I just tried to dex back and it worked. So other than not any other node on this champion is not that important. You just need to keep that mind Matador, so that you should not mess your rhythm, and keep open your blocks, and bring in a cold snap frostbite immune champion. That is the only requirement, and you don't need anything else. And if you find my video useful, please make sure to subscribe. That will motivate me a lot, and it will give me a feedback, so that I can understand that you are finding my video useful. So thanks for watching the video, and see you in the next video of Act 6.4.